Hey everybody, today's rapid fire question is, can I get a mortgage when I filed for bankruptcy? The answer is depends. It depends on three things. Number one is what type of bankruptcy it is. Number two is when you file for bankruptcy. And number three is going to be what loan product. So let's take a look here at conventional loan for a Chapter 7 or a Chapter 11. It has to be discharged or dismissed greater than or equal to 4 years from the credit report date. So basically, when you apply for a loan or when you're going to go get a pre-approval letter, you have to make sure that your discharge or dismissal date was 4 years or greater from that date. So for a conventional loan for Chapter 12 or 13, let's take a look here. Prior to the credit report date, one of the following must have occurred: discharge greater than 2 years and file greater than 4 years from the credit report date, a common theme, and then dismiss greater than 4 years from the credit report date. So credit report date is going to be when you go for an application for a pre-approval to start purchasing a home or start looking for a home. So it depends. The credit report is going to be used up to about 60 days, 45 to 60 days. So depending on when you find your home, they might have to repull your credit if it's going to take a lot longer. So just make sure the safest thing to do is before you go to a lender, make sure it's been at least 4 years. So an FHA loan for Chapter 7 or 11, let's take a look, must be discharged or dismissed greater than or equal to 2 years prior to the application date. So application date is a little bit different from the credit report date because you can have pulled your credit, but the application can be when you've ratified the contract and you start going into the underwriting process. So when you start getting your actual initial disclosure packages. So keep that in mind. So for a Chapter 7 for the FHA, there's a key point here. Once a case number is assigned, the seasoning is measured. Seasoning, all that means is the clock is starting to tick based on when the case number is assigned. The FHA loan, so Chapter 12 and 13, must be discharged or dismissed prior to the application date. So if it's a 12 or 13, there's no seasoning period. It just has to make sure that you get it discharged or dismissed prior to the application date. So for a VA loan, Chapter 7-11 must be discharged or dismissed greater than or equal to 2 years prior to the application date. Again, application date meaning when you get your initial disclosure package, usually it's not going to be when the credit report is pulled because they can pull your credit and application hasn't started. What we mean by the loan application is you're going to get your initial closure disclosure package, which includes your loan estimate, your 4506Cs, your intent to proceed, and a bunch of other documents for you to sign. Okay, so that's going to be your application date. So VA loan Chapter 12 and 13 must be discharged or dismissed prior to the application date. If you like this rapid fire series, you'll probably like my other rapid fire series that's about 1 to 2 minutes long. Check it out on the end card. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, comment below. Talk to you soon. Bye.